Test, test. And we're here. Another episode of Persona 5 Royal is starting. I'm going to go ahead and put the stream info in the chat because this one's exciting. Spoiler territory, Persona 5 Royal. I don't know if we'll make it there today, but Atlas has their outline for what you have to do in order to stream this game, and I have gone ahead and put those things in place. So we got the copyright for Atlas and Sega. We got the word spoiler in my stream title. And we have me playing Persona 5 Royal. It's everything we need. Yeah, we're 5 days away. But the one thing that maybe I didn't take into account is mementos. That's what I was doing last time. Candle. Awesome. Right here at the beginning. Let's go. Welcome to the stream. I was just talking about how the spoiler tag is in my title. The copyright's on my screen. Hopefully that's what they were looking for. Oh, shoot. That was so low adrenaline.
Oh, a treasure.
All right. Yeah, so if I remember where I'm at. Wait, that's not the right. Let's see. 8 out of 30 for Sherry Ruth. All right. This is a winding floor.
Our school's atmosphere really has changed, hasn't it? It's unbelievable, especially in my case.
Well, I made it to the platform. Yes, Makoto, that's what I was saying. Yeah, so I don't know if I will make it to 12:18 today. It depends how quickly I find what I'm looking for here in mementos. But just in case, I think I've done everything the way that their instructions said. I mean, so I think it's a little weird that they ask you to do that though, because obviously playing a game does not mean the game is your property. So but I get the spoiler thing. That's something that actually... Oh, the target's in this area. That's cool. Alright, so I've been thinking about that. That's something that honestly I should do in other games when I get towards the end. Because I did God's Hand. What do we have? Colossal physical damage to one foe. Nice. So when I was playing Jedi Fallen Order, I played the beginning of the game, 2 streams, and then I quit playing the game completely for months. Then I picked it back up as like a free time. I just finished grading for the day. I'm gonna play 30 minutes of Jedi Fallen Order kind of thing, and that was not on stream. So then when I come back, I do 2 more streams and finish the game. So for people who were coming to watch, they might have jumped from the beginning of the game straight to the end. So I should have had a spoiler tag in the title. It feels like the polite thing to do, so I'm going to continue doing that in games when I get near the end. So just streamer etiquette that Atlas taught me with their little policy. Alright, here's my last chance. This pathway. Ah.
So hungry. Albacore. Yellow.
Well, there's the fight I was looking for. Found 1 target, found 1 star.
Ah. Don't be ridiculous.
This is horrible.
This has to be a joke.
I don't remember who this is, but that dialogue right there makes me really want to beat him down. So let's do it. It's gonna be fun. Womanizing. Oh, it hits the women.
For real?
I shall be your persona! Ravage them!
Transform! My other self! Me! Let's go. Hey!
Okay, so he made my female party members heal him. Oh man, you can't.
This group works. Persona!
I need to cure status ailments now. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Do I really not have? Oh no. Well, this isn't good.
Some other way.
Maybe an item.
It's time.
Okay.
There.
Okay. Luckily, I had what I needed.
Take that! Of course. Let's do this! Go! Hold still!
Alright, I gotta get them out of my party. Marcus! Good morning.
Leave it to me.
What do you think you are?
Can you take it from here?
Well, now he can't turn women in my party against me. Because we're all males now.
Melchizedek! Go down!
Yeah, I'm really glad that he accepted. It should be fun listening to the two of them talk about the game.
Let's go. I lend it! Stop moving! Persona! For real? Persona!
So I guess that you listen to the show?
Let's see. Magatsu Izanagi Picaro! How about this?
Alright, let's try this move. 177.
Now or never, right?
Yeah, do it.
Gonna knock you out! Let's go.
Hi, Rothan.
Persona! Stay still!
Oh, man. I keep missing. This fight would be over, I think, if I had better accuracy. Alright, he's at 25%. So I'm basically playing grown-up Pokemon. We are in hell, but it's not hell. It's more like the collective unconscious for a society that's being hijacked by dangerous ideological principles. And showtime!
Let her rip! I'm running on empty, man.
Alright, I love this one.
Zesty, masterpiece. Ain't nothing better than this. Get out, dumbass! Here you go, my treat. Yeah.
Alright, he's almost done.
This is my other self. Not bad.
If I could just hit him. Thank God one-shot kill is not actually a one-shot kill. Got him! $105K money bonus for beating that one.
That was easier than I thought.
A new skill.
Heat
Now
Riser.
fight harder.
That is a good buff. But if I take it, yeah, I guess I'll remove the gun move.
I messed up.
Well, at least the buff for the gun move.
I'm sorry.
Alright, so the womanizer has been dealt with. Possibly the rapist has been dealt with. And just like when we get a critical hit, one more. Looking for one more person down here. Yeah, the map is done. So I'll just automatically go to the lower area. Jose! I don't think I'm gonna have enough to buy anything from him this time. So what I'm doing now... Well, he's not really driving. We're in the collective unconscious, Blay.
Look.
Level 76! I'm gonna be max level in no time. He can reach the pedals if he imagines the car that matches his size. We're dealing with objects of the psyche.
Oh, mister. Doing good?
If you are inside your unconscious and your feet don't reach the pedals, that's not the car's fault. That's your own poor use of your imagination. 13 stamp points. So I can get another EXP up going. So I did have enough of something to purchase. If I can get that flower counter to 400, I can go back and get another will seed. Oh, there is a door that I didn't get. And... floor is complete. Another rest area.
Okay.
Let's do it.
$12 out of 30. 18 more to find in Sherry Ruth. Who knows how many floors there are, though. Scrub! How are you doing this morning?
There's a treasure chest. Come.
And
let's
thanks so
open it.
much for checking in on vacation day. That makes me feel super special.
A new move?
Survival
Awesome.
trick.
There's a platform.
Did I finish the... I did not finish the map. I'm gonna grab this before I forget. 13 out of 30. Gotta go back
We can steal it.
south
We can. Go.
and then turn here. Oh, no, that's the wrong direction.
Improvise that whole thing?
Ooh, I made it to 400 so I can go back to Jose. Yeah, so, Scrub, I wanted to know, we should finish our rosters for Raw and
I never
SmackDown.
knew that simple
And if you can't get on Discord with me for a solid hour to do that, I was thinking we could just do it throughout the day as a text message game. Like, you text me your person, I text you my person, and we just do that until both shows have 60 or 70 stars on it. Okay. Well, I have a raid tonight, and I probably will be doing Working Class Nerds with Marcus and Nick. Marcus, you still there?
That was easier than I thought.
Whoa, that is sweet.
Yeah, that's fine. I even could do it in the afternoon, probably, because I have permission from the, from a person that's pretty high up in the university.
Oh, an impressive
There's a update going on to our data system that will turn all of our university systems off at 2 o'clock today. So
Sweet.
I'm basically only working until 2, and then I have a 3.5 day weekend because of the 4th of July. So, Blade, that's a great question. Thanks for asking, because it gives me a lot of things to talk about. Dream analysis is a foundational technique in psychoanalysis, which is the original theory of psychology. So this goes all the way back to people like Sigmund Freud, Wilhelm Wundt, Joseph Breuer, Carl Jung. So their heyday, the late 1800s going into the 1900s. Of course, we look at life a lot differently now than we do then, so you have to look with a cultural lens as well. Sigmund Freud, for example, simplified a lot of potential analyses into just being about phallic interpretations. But what our brain is doing when we sleep is it's using different waves, generating different waves throughout the brain regions to refresh our mind and make us ready for the next day. And so that's why we have different stages of sleep, and each stage has different styles of waves, like alpha waves and gamma waves. And when you look at a sleep study, you see the flow of these waves, and it changes from hour 1 to hour 2. And then we hit the moment when the brain just goes into a frenzy, and rapid imagery is coursing through the brain. We call this also rapid eye movement, or REM. And that's something that most people know about, even if they don't study psychology, is, you know, my REM cycles are this or that. So, what the brain is doing when it comes up with those images, things that have been on your mind, things that you've talked about, things that you've pondered, but also random things from your subconscious, can all be put into this rapid slideshow that the brain is putting on. And our brain is, its primary job for us is to provide us with meaning and purpose in a lot of ways. Some people's brains are better at providing those two things than others, but the brain is trying to do that. So think about your field of vision. We can see bits of here to here, but by the time it gets to, 3 hours from now, what do we remember about what we're looking at right now? Probably just the thing that our eyes are focused on. Our brain is going to filter out all of that and say, It's not important to build a memory around that. But things that are getting deleted can still come up in a dream, even though it's not part of our field of focus. And so this is why, you know, sometimes a friend of mine that I haven't had as a friend since childhood might show up in a dream.
What a jerk.
And so
Okay.
sometimes that means that I miss them. Sometimes that means there's a conversation that I wish I could have had with them. But other times it's just the brain saying, hey, remember this person? That was cool.
What?
Oh, we got a businessman. A show business. Oh, this is the Harvey Weinstein guy. Of course he's a giant penis lizard. Everyone. Oh my gosh. I need a screenshot of this because it's amazing. Hang on, I'm putting this on Discord.
Ready on your mark.
I know, Yusuke. I'm ready to, but people don't even realize how much they need this. There we go. Wow, this is fantastic.
I am thou.
Okay, physical attacks are basically... Yeah, physical attacks are going to be enough to win. But let's do a crazy curse attack. Nightmares are what happens when a dream puts us into our state of insecurity. Fear is a real thing. The brain is not always trying to make our life comfortable. Sometimes the brain is trying to motivate us or warn us, like, hey, this might not be a good thing.
I appreciate it.
So if something feels threatening to us, it could show up in a dream. It could defeat us in our dream. It could scare us in our dream. And that dream could be a nightmare. Or the nightmare could have no additional meaning at all.
No more waiting.
Showtime!
Coup de grace. Let her rip. I'm running on empty.
So
man.
dreams only have the meaning that we give them
Masterpiece.
after the fact, like a post hoc analysis. Oh man.
Get out, dumbass! Here you go. My tree. Not bad at all.
Look at all the level ups! 7s all around.
I leveled up.
I'm ashamed.
I'm glad I could insert that into your life, Blay.
I apologize.
Yeah.
Okay, well then I'll back off. I don't like shoving my boss fights into people in ways they're not comfortable with. Hey, we just did a sort of role play on how to be polite about your conquests in 2020. If that's how the conversation went for more people, we would have a better society.
I'll send you the results.
Seriously though, that... So, Scrubland Chad, you've been sticking with me a long time with this game. It all started with the poop demon. How do you feel now that we killed the penis lizard?
Our range of tactics is expanded.
Okay, on that topic, you know, I'm all about do or do not, there is no try. You know, we're not trying right now. So, even if we did not, the attempt would make us a better society. There's a whole lot of ways to go up from 0%. You know, when I have a student who's angry at me because I graded their work,
This is what I saw.
and sometimes, you know, things happen, especially for online students, sometimes things happen and you just don't have enough time to dedicate to an assignment and it ends up being pretty weak. So they might get a 65 or a 75, especially if the student has a good GPA or a perfect GPA. Getting a 65, they'll be talking to me about how this ruins their dream of being a counselor, and I will actually have to say, actually it doesn't. It's not a heavily weighted assignment. It's just one assignment. It really isn't going to have an impact as long as you learn from what happened and you do better than that on all the rest of the assignments. So, the other student may not talk to me at all. They just don't turn it in. They get a 0. Okay? So we have two students in this metaphor. We have the one that did turn it in. They rushed it. They missed something in their preparation and they got a 65. Then we have the other student who is so busy with other things that they didn't turn it in at all and they got a 0. In many ways, our society is the second student, the one who is not turning in their assignments at all and getting a 0. Scrub, that is a really good point. I'm honored that you said that. Freud would be proud to see that his work is still terrorizing video games 100 years later.
What do you want to do? Let's get out
That's
there
a
and
really
explore.
good point. I'm going to go back to Shara Ruth. See if I can find some more. There's 12 stars left. And I have to find Jose and turn these stars in, or these flowers in. Plus, it's kind of just power leveling me.
It's a treasure chest!
I love it. I actually have a emote for that, right? Stars. You can't use it. You can unlock a random emote for the day. So it doesn't look like my channel is at the point where I'm gonna unlock another emote for a while. So if I have an idea for an emote, that would be the one to get rid of, isn't it? Just switch out something else. Because I'm not playing... I conquered Resident Evil 3. I'm so driven to find all these stars that I can't leave the floor with that pathway in shadow. I just can't do it.
Let us speak.
Alright. Didn't find anything on that floor. There's Jose. So, that's why I came back. If I can get 65 flowers on this floor.
I leveled up.
65 flowers. 52. $27.
Look, a treasure chest. Why don't we crack it open? Right now.
I think I'm gonna be
totally
27 short.
Oh, I suppose there are many hobbies out there. Mister.
$14. Oh, so agonizing. I'm 14 short.
This engine doesn't sound so bad either. Wait.
So disappointing.
I'll send you the results. Enemy ahead. Be careful.
You have 19,000, scrub. 396, 400. Got a wall to bust through. So, Scrub, you might say that I break the wall down. No? Yes? No? I felt incredibly important saying that. So, you can take your shaking your head emoji. Turn it sideways. And stick it straight up your candy ass.
This is totally outdoor activity. Oracle, next time I'm taking you to see the real outdoor.
Yes, that would be good. that will be on my to-do list. I like that idea a lot. Jose! Now I can spend my points.
I'll send you the results.
Any stars? Nope, just Jose. Okay. Wait, where is he? Yeah.
Oh, mister. Doing good? Whoa.
I don't have any Jose's in my life right now. Alright, so we got 10 points for another EXP up. Now we're on the build for 11 points. These are like the stat boosts. So Jose is going to be super important if I play this game on a higher difficulty, because instead of doing the points on the will seeds, you would need to find the will seeds in actuality during the dungeons and use these points to make your personas stronger. And there we go. So wait. So Shara Ruth is at 19 out of 30. But I've cleared and found everything in all the areas up to that one.
I'll just add this. Oh, changed your mind?
Let's go back to the real world. Incredibly effective Mementos run.
Ah, you're back.
All right, we stopped the womanizing victims.
Hey.
All right, so the person running for prime minister, we've changed his heart. We're waiting 5 days for the ballot count. Hopefully he will recant his whole terrible plot to ruin Japan.
Well then.
Because that's what leaders do when they realize they're wrong. Is they back off and become good people. Right? Right?
should have known.
So the difficulty I have here is I don't even know... I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing. Because all my confidants that I can work on are rank 10. Kasumi is rank max, but that's rank 5 for her. She's gonna show up later, I know it.
Senpai?
Okay, so I'm gonna hang out with
What do you
Kasumi.
want to do? Yes.
We went to the shrine last time. We'll go to the seaside park. That sounds fun. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to get more music notes so that she'll rank up to 6 and 7 and 8 faster.
Thank you so much.
Well, I got 3 music
Well,
notes.
See you tomorrow.
That's good.
Ah, you're back.
Those who don't choose Shido are un-Japanese.
Makoto's right. You're especially in danger. Hmm? Then I see.
Hmm? I've never done the batting cages before, so let's do it. Maybe I'll hit a home run. Well, I've never done it before.
Good luck.
If it's easy, angle of the bat, X to swing. Oh no.
Hey, hey.
That was a good
Okay.
hit.
Yes. Hey, hey.
I need to stop missing.
Nice.
Oh, I almost hit the target.
Okay. hey.
I hit a home run!
Nice. Man. Oh. Okay. Yes.
So close.
Mhm.
Another home run!
Nice.
Another home run!
Nice.
Another home run!
Nice.
Another home run!
Nice. Nice.
That should have been a home run. I don't know what I'm...
Yes. Nice.
Wait, is this infinite?
Here you go. Want to give it a try?
Nice going.
That's such a jaded point of view, Scrub. Those were real home runs. All 5 of them that I hit in a row. It's just because I have the Force, and the Force gives me... Thank you, Papa Palpatine. Ah, there we go.
Hey.
Okay, so there's no Kasumi to hang out with. Oh, you know what? I'm not fishing today. I'm gonna go back to the batting cage.
Welcome.
Hey, hey.
Alrighty. Good luck.
Nice. Okay.
I know it was.
Oh.
Good luck.
All right.
Yes. Hey, hey.
Wow. So in the daytime, you only get 5 pitches.
Hey, hey.
So I only hit 2.
Hey, hey.
Good luck.
I thought that one would be good. Oh, I missed.
Hey, hey.
No. I pulled it. Oh, that was a ground ball.
Nice. Nice going. Wanna head back?
Well, I didn't get a trophy out of that.
Ah, you're back.
Yeah, you only get 3 times to try in the daytime. Nighttime is like batting practice. Daytime is like batting game. I did. I really did.
Nice going.
Yep. I'm taking the cage away from a paying customer if I keep playing. I gotta kick out the customers if I'm gonna read.
Hey.
I think I have 1 book. There it is.
Make sure you close up.
Nice. Oh.
Because you can't use activities in the bar when there's customers. Or the coffee shop. I don't know, I don't understand the logic, but that's how the game works. Well, I'll let you guys pick fishing or batting cages. What do you want me to do? First person to type gets to decide.
Welcome. Good luck.
Why? I don't understand the question. A little slow there.
Oh.
I'm just trying to get a feel for how each difficulty plays.
Yes.
Oh, 2 right down the middle, and I couldn't get a home run out of it. Ah! So close.
Nice.
Did I get a home run?
Nice.
Here you go. Here you go.
Hey, hey!
Good luck.
Got a home run. Aww. No.
Nice.
Oh shoot. No. All of those hits could have been home runs.
Here
Like.
you go.
Also, I would just like to point out that's not how home runs work. If it's in fair play and it goes the distance, there's not a. It's not basketball. There's not a hoop in the middle of the field.
Nice going. Want to head back? %.
Ah, you're back.
Okay. Oh, hi, Cass. I missed the message right there, hiding in between
Well then.
Scrubland Shad questioning my
Oh.
video game selection.
Oh yeah. Well then. Oh.
Hey, that's the song that plays when we use the Phoenix Ranger costumes. But there is emotion in your question, Scrub.
This is... Okay.
Okay, gotta remember the inputs.
Now then. Oh.
This is fun.
Hey, hey. Nice.
Oh no, Scrub. That was not pointed. I take full responsibility for the hurt feelings that you genuinely have. The fake hurt feelings, those are your responsibility. One day till the ballot count.
Oh.
I'm just gonna stay home and play more Featherman. Failure is not an option. A walking phone booth?
Yes.
You know, when they say things like that, it instantly makes me think of a Power Ranger or Doctor Who crossover. Which wouldn't make any sense because the Power Rangers beat up everything.
Okay.
Let's finish it off. Aerial slash.
Nice.
A dormant power. Let's use it.
Hey, hey. Nice. Yeah. Well then.
Listen, I don't want to risk that during this conversation where I get to use my voice and all Scrub can do is type to me, that I would legitimately hurt his feelings. So, Blay, your point is valid.
So
There's
Target's
always
finished.
that chance, though, that you're secretly hurting your relationships when the inputs are two different styles of input.
Let's do it.
Oh. Okay. Well then.
All right. Can I graduate from trainee status to officer rank?
Yes.
Oh, we're fighting a mosquito?
Hey.
Glory to Xylam. Alright, well, I beat the mosquito boss.
Oh. I see.
That's just 2 circles.
Nice.
Pigeon wins. Infinibug.
Yeah.
Why are we just fighting bugs?
For real?
Flame bazooka. If you can do the pull-up challenge in Final Fantasy VII, then
What did you
you're
say?
good to go on this. That's what they do. They give you different orders of the 4 face buttons. You just do that over and over. Very simple combinations, too.
Oh.
Skull Rod. What? That was tough.
Hey.
Well, I did nudge Scrub with a comment that he was questioning my video game choices.
Hey.
that is something that actually did happen.
Okay.
Alright, impressive move.
That's incredible.
And...
Nice.
I would say that that is a big thing that I try to teach people during their sessions, though. Is all you can do is look at what you are putting into the system.
Oh.
Owning that. Sometimes other people's reactions or responses to you have nothing to do with you. Sometimes anxiety is a reasonable response to something. And we're not always supposed to be comfortable like there's nothing to do. Right, let's see. I'm sure this is the story day, the red day on the calendar. Ballots are in. Or coming in. Alright, let's see what happens. And this is why the spoiler tag and the copyrights are on my stream. We made it, everybody! That could happen, Blay. I think that there are many different reasons that could come out of nowhere. I don't know what you're comfortable talking about on the stream, so I'm not going to list those reasons. But you're a real person, and your brain gave you real feelings, and those feelings served a purpose, and sometimes they're not the ones we want, so we got to figure out a way to move forward, or even change them. I've known a lot of people who come to therapy after a car accident that really struggle with driving and even go for years without doing it. It's just their mortality staring them in the face. All right, story time.
My election is the result of every citizen's aid. Your support warms my heart.
I knew it was gonna be Shido.
There is no reason to hold an election.
That is why.
That is exactly why. I cannot forgive myself. The reason President Okumura passed away is I am the one who killed him. I also manipulated the information that the Phantom Thieves were behind the series of incidents. The one who controlled the hearts of others and gave rise to the countless victims is myself. It was all for my own promotion. For my own selfish gain.
What's going on?
I've even used people's lives as stepping stones in order to claim this country as my own ship. I am a true criminal.
True
and can be
criminal.
tried for any crime, and it still wouldn't be enough. I will confess everything. Please. I beg everyone to pass judgment on me. If I could atone for all I've done with my life, I I request that I be judged at once.
Huh?
This can't be true! Shido-san!
You all voted for that guy.
Hell yeah!
Everyone, raise your glass. Allow me to say a few words. Now then.
He started taking charge. Come now, don't be that way.
Like, if you're gonna complain, say it to Shido. A legislator's pin's worth almost nothing. Well then, so, since the source of evil Masayoshi Shido has been...
I got to avenge my mom. It's all thanks
Well, I'm glad you came out
to
of it,
everyone.
Blay.
I was able to settle a debt in regard to my father as well. We all worked so hard for this.
I hope everyone was okay.
Shido's guilty, right, sis?
It'll be difficult to prosecute him immediately, but I'll do this thoroughly until the causality between his other crimes can be proven. I believe Wakaba-san's research results will save Japan.
We could testify too, you know?
Thank you, but I'll be fine. I don't want to add any more unwanted suspicions on any of you. It's about time you let us adults prove that we can get our act together.
Hey, so what about this guy's education?
I believe it'll be fine for him to return to school. It's true that your face will be recognized among those involved, but I doubt they'll take a firm action like suddenly coming to arrest him. At least they won't do it until the uproar with your suicide and Shido's confession have died down. Eventually, though, the situation where you and I will be used as scapegoats can't be avoided.
You mean in regard to faking his death? That wouldn't have happened to begin with had the police done their job properly.
Of course I plan on doing everything I can. I will protect you all this time. Prosecuting Shido is that first step.
Hey, when are we going to make the toast?
Right. Let's get to it. Today is truly...
Cheers!
Cheers!
No, wait, hey!
Cheers.
Cheers!
I need to go. It seems Shido's been transferred to a hospital. Oh, one more thing. It's fine to celebrate, but keep it in moderation, okay? Considering that he's finally back, all of you need to take your education seriously again.
That was a mom move right there.
I don't really get it. What's
Going
wrong with
after
us?
what Mishima just said in
Let's leave
those
the
text
popularity stuff to
messages,
Mishima for now.
how Shido admitting his guilt and vindicating the Phantom Thieves has had no result on the website, the forums. It's the politician. You know, Blay, it can be really tough when you have a boss that puts you in a place where your own growth and development or personhood is not valuable. So you deserve a lot of credit for going to that, going to those counseling sessions and actually putting the lesson into your life so that you could make it work. Those are two really big things. A lot of people don't have the courage to face themselves to use what they learn. So therapy just becomes something that happens in a room and not something that happens in your life. That was quite possibly a mental health moment. How will I talk about that as the mental health moment?
Hey!
Oh, okay.
Hey!
All of my books are red. So I can't go out.
Oh!
Why did I only play one night of this?
Okay. Well then.
Those are smart words.
Oh!
Did you see the timer? The cheat code for this game gave me basically...
Okay.
I can't lose. Ha!
Nice. The case is finally closed. We changed the heart of someone huge, like the next Prime Minister. There's no better finale than that. This may be the opportune time to end our deal. I'm sure you'll be fine now. You can manage. Of course. Don't worry. I won't leave immediately. But if I just stay here, I won't recall anything. I'm a bit envious of you. Here I am. Still haven't found anything about myself. If only I could find out what's in the depths of mementos. Let's go to sleep. You must be tired.
I can't believe even Shido-san had a change of heart triggered in him.
We got where we are today because we had him take care of whoever got in our way. If a case is assembled against him, everything about us will be exposed too. What are we supposed to do?
That's precisely why we've gathered to discuss our options. Prosecutor Nijima is serious about taking Shido-san to court, right?
Isn't she under your command? You have to do something!
Yes, I'm aware. But even if we prevent her from doing so, what about the public? Shido-san's conduct was shameful.
We'll just have to continue his policies for a rich country.
A rich country?
You mean that plan of advancing foreign affairs by controlling people's hearts?
After all, the research on it should be proceeding along. We'll push that plan forward and continue eliminating any who get in our way by using that world. We'll pledge to build a powerful country. We ourselves will meet the expectations we had of Shido-san.
A powerful country, huh? I see.
But even if we do pick up where he left off, would his other associates keep quiet about it?
We should be fine in that regard. Anyone who Shido-san aided would feel that their life is at stake after watching that conference, just as we are now.
At any rate, it seems we must first stop that case from being assembled, no matter the cost.
How do we control public opinion?
Thankfully, support for Shido-san still exists. Masayoshi Shido was a hero who fell before achieving his goals, and we will carry his torch. That's what we'll announce to the mass media.
I see. Considering the public's panic after losing their leader, they may latch onto that immediately.
But if the general public becomes our enemy, we're done for.
That means there's no turning back. Well then, leave Nijima to my group. Can we rely on yours in regards to Shido-san?
We'll make it so that he requires a psychiatric evaluation.
Everyone, we're in the same boat. You had best not forget that.
You know, it's very plausible that conversations like that, minus the psychological sci-fi, happen all the time. The manufacturing of the image for politicians is definitely something that happens. The manipulation of their base is definitely something that happens. We probably are at the point where even if someone's party member admitted to being a murderer, it wouldn't matter. They would still get all of that support from their base, unendingly, unaltered. Because we're rooting for sports teams now. Hey, look, 19.7%. Hey, I'm on the subway.
I don't get it.
That means I get to go to school.
Time's up.
Well, see, that's really nice. That's really... Thank you for sharing that. It shows the duality in people that exists.
Man.
You know, the awareness of duality is really the thing that makes us human. You know, even the creation myth, right, that societies will build, usually it starts with a utopia and then it leads to an awareness moment of duality. And that's when we start to really be the human race. So, you know, going with, you know, the Christian creation story, you know, the perfect garden.
I was busy dealing. Well,
We eat the wrong thing that we were told not to. We become aware of good and evil.
You're gonna bring us some snacks now and then, right?
Knowledge of good and
You don't
evil,
even
the
have
knowledge of
exams.
duality, the light side and the dark side, is what makes us human.
Pardon the intrusion.
Oh, glad to see you all. Don't mind me. Make yourselves at home.
You're too kind. We'll take you up on that offer.
Why did you bring me here? My school's exams are already over.
Come on, don't be so cold. You saying it's fine if I fail?
Nothing wrong with that.
Won't the results be the same whether you study or not?
Now, you guys. Just think of it as helping me out.
I don't know about this. I'm just going to focus on sections that may likely be on the test. You're way too short on time.
Making a gamble, huh?
If she's wrong, we die.
I'm gonna comment on that at the end of this cutscene, Blade.
Die.
Is it really that bad?
This is every day for them.
This affects you too. Well, with your grades, I'm not too worried. But you've missed a lot of classes, so it couldn't hurt to study.
I'm studying.
Yeah, he's good at studying. I feel kind of betrayed.
And betrayed might be a bit much. Don't worry, Lady Ann. Even if you're not great at studying, I'll... Now then, let's get to it. What do you want me to teach you?
I don't remember much about social studies.
Social studies is what I was the best at, apparently, in high school. I got an award for it because
Sunrise
my
on
high
Mount
school put
Fuji.
psychology in with social
The
studies.
earliest place where you can watch the sun rise in Japan is at the peak of Mount Fuji. The teacher said that although latitude and longitude are important, the critical factor is altitude. You
I didn't
remember
really
all
care
that from
much
what
for
Ryuji said?
history.
That's unreal.
Definitely didn't like
How about taking a
economics and
break?
government.
Sounds good to
But
me.
I still got
Can't do anymore.
the award.
So like,
One to the
we've
male
been doing
student, one
fan
to the
thief
female
work all this time,
student.
right? We learned a bunch doing that. Even if we study and learn what we
I think
can
it's
in
because of
school,
what I did in
doesn't
peer
it feel kinda
mediation
pointless?
and AP psychology. But that was so long ago.
Right? I think I stumbled onto something pretty good.
Those sorts of experiences are important too, but common sense is just as important. You should know better than anyone how nasty adults without common sense can be.
That's a great point.
Someday you'll graduate high school and become adults. Then, when you get married, you'll need common sense more than ever.
Marriage, huh? Do you want to get married?
Oh, come on. What do you mean?
Why?
A secret, huh?
Oh no! All of my girlfriends are at this table.
Meantime, I'm more concerned with what I'm going to be eating tomorrow.
Oh, cut it out, man. You're making me hungry. Well, I guess we just gotta get back to studying.
That concludes the last subject.
That took so long.
I thought that was gonna blow up in my
Difficult
face.
parts, so you should probably be fine. Good work, everyone.
See? You can do it if you try.
We're finally done. Only God, only knows. What? How's that saying go again?
Ryuji's hopeless.
What did you say?
Well, whatever happens, happens. Isn't it about time you wrapped it up? Be careful on your way home.
Sucks that you have to do exams even after changing Shido's heart and saving the country. It's rough being a human. But looking at you,
We
I feel
didn't
kind of
save
jealous
the
of
country yet. It's so obviously not over. Okay, so Blay, here's what I would say to that. Being a gray Jedi, that's the final point where you land, just like being a Sith or being a Jedi. The knowledge of the duality is what makes all three human, right? The gray Jedi know that there are people that practice the light and the dark in a extreme fashion, and they choose to be more balanced. The Jedi know the Sith exist. They choose to focus on the light. In turn, the Sith know the Jedi exist, and they choose to adhere only to the dark. Those are the choices of all of them as sentient beings. But the awareness of the duality is what makes them living beings. Oh, a crossword.
hey, hey!
What lights do for store signage? Well, I see I's and L's, so the first thing I think is illuminate. Yeah, I got it. Before I go, though, birthday cake topper is a candle. This one's easy! Lady Liberty's light is a torch. See, the last one I had to look it up, and then all three of these clues are simple.
All right.
I see. Nice.
Common sense may not exist outside of being a trope that we use in language to politely call people stupid, or to humble brag about our own ability.
I'll just add this.
Well, if that's what common sense is, I want no part of it right now. The populace desire right now sucks.
Oh!
That was hard.
Oh.
That last one wasn't
Okay.
lighting up.
Nice.
Finished another video game. %.
What is this? Hey, think harder about this.
It's exam. We're the heroes who saved this country, right? Can't we be exempt from exams? And is it just me, or do we not have as big a sense of accomplishment as I thought?
'Cause we're not done. Yes, the public response sucked.
That's it! People are so doubtful even after the press conference. He hasn't been arrested, so I guess that's expected. We just gotta leave it to Makoto's sister now. Man, I wish exams would magically disappear by the time we get to school.
Oh, Senpai! And good morning to you. It's been quite a while since we last met at school like this. Thank you for your efforts in changing Representative Shido's heart.
Thanks.
Well, if anything, you're the one deserving all of the thanks, Senpai. We should go somewhere to celebrate. Ah, what say we go pay our first respects to the shrine? A new year is about to begin and all. But I suppose we ought to deal with exams first. I'll be in touch afterwards. Please excuse me.
She's so polite.
All right, let's begin.
This is hard. It's either C or D.
Ooh, we can do this!
Well, Morgana thinks I'm right, so it's probably right. Yep. So you put your head on a stick, but it's covered in decorative paint as a mask to make it less of a hideous... I don't mind going into the real world. I think it's really disappointing that, things are going the way they're going. Yeah, it's a honorarium. Right, it's showing it's an act of deference to the other person.
Morning.
Wow. Good morning. Yes. Yes.
Would you care to enlighten us, Blay? Because I may not have studied up specifically. Yeah.
Now everyone.
Yeah, they're not calling me sensei.
Ooh, we can do this. Ooh, we can do this.
Yeah, an infant cannot defend anybody in court. That makes no sense.
Shucks.
Hey. Today's the last day of exams. Are things going well for you? I'm doing the same as usual. Well, no problems. I'm all right with it, but my sister hasn't come home these past few days. I think she has a lot on her plate with building a case against Shido. He has connections to powerful people. I'm sure they want him cleared to save their own skins.
Your sister's got this, Makoto.
Yeah, I believe so too. And it's my sister. She'll see it through, I'm sure. With that said, now isn't the time for us to slack off either. Do you remember what the exams will cover?
So,
I'll check on the train for you.
yeah, the sensei title is something that I would use in the classroom or during my online lectures.
Let's
if
get started.
I had students who wanted to apply Japanese honorarium to their language.
Ooh, we can do this!
Dokyu. Well, massive is synonymous with dreadnought,
Ooh, we can do this!
as in the ship.
Well then.
Alright, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. I don't have any pending missions for mementos. Go hang out with Kasumi. Get her some more music notes, which hopefully will help her get to rank 6 faster.
Senpai? What do you want to do? Yes.
Let's go to the aquarium.
Shall we go?
Yeah, music notes are the way we keep track. I mean, she's good. She's at max, but her max is rank 5, and I'm expecting that will open up during the extra content that's new to this game.
Right. What do you want to do?
Hey, Sheris.
This is...
I'm doing great. We are in the spoiler territory for the Persona 5 Royal streams, so I have to display the copyright for the game, and I have to put spoiler in the title of my stream. So that's fun. And the Prime Minister admitted his guilt because we changed his heart. Which doesn't seem to have as much of an impact on society as you would think, having your elected leader stand in front of a camera and admit that they're a multi-murderer. Doesn't seem to change people's opinion about what's going on.
I should write something.
Yeah, they can stand in front of everyone and say I murder people, and it doesn't matter because we just continue to root for our sport team. The rampaging elephants versus the noble jackasses.
Okay. Well then. Oh!
I will show you the horrors of hell.
Oh! Yes!
So I'm just betting with the devil.
Nice.
I'm not sure I like that game. Oh man, I could have wasted an evening.
There, they announced the poor health of their leader, Masayoshi Shido. As such, the special diet session was postponed, along with Shido's inauguration as Prime Minister.
Postponed?
They should be firing him!
And wait, poor health?
This is completely different from what my sister told us.
I heard he barely slept during the election campaign. I don't blame him.
He's not going to step down
Wait,
now, is he?
why would you have
Is this
sleep
country
problems
fine
during a
without
landslide victory?
How can people still believe in him?
What the heck? The Phantom Thieves are being treated like, well, like they never existed.
Goodness. No link among the change of heart incidents. Only coincidental
2016 or 15.
Those rumors to their advantage.
This is
I will Google it for you right now.
I don't believe such things.
But the person saying this is a famous researcher. And even the Ministry is saying that's how they determined the situation too.
When's Shido gonna make a comeback?
Honestly, I don't think anyone else but Shido can handle times like these.
What's going on? No matter
September
how you look at it,
15th,
this is
2016 is when this game came out.
It's as if the people in reality have become distorted. What's happening here worries me, but the only thing we can do right now is wait and see what happens.
What do you mean I can't question him at
That
this
just
point?
tells you how
Mr.
basic
Shido is in
our
an extremely
society is
unstable
that you can
state. I
predict
can't
it.
allow you to get in contact with him. He may
We're not
officially have
unique,
to
we're not
undergo a
clever.
psychiatric evaluation at this rate.
We are at the cusp of making a case.
Yeah.
Do you know how much trouble we've gone through to get this far?
I'm
The
just
cycle
doing my job as a doctor.
has happened.
Even if
Everything
Shido
that's
was
finished
behind
will
it,
happen
do you plan on
again.
convicting a central figure behind such a historical change?
We're just experiencing the dark ending of a
Don't be
lot of
ridiculous.
challenges
This
because
is a country governed by law.
we elected someone who
You still
chooses
want
not to
protect him,
read
even though
things.
you know what happened to the man previously at your post.
So, you plan on taking the head of the nation to court. You need to take a break, Nijima. I'm taking you off this case, especially since it's rumored you have ties
Carbon
to Phantom
freezing?
Thieves.
What?
If I recall correctly, you still aren't married, are you? You'll be on leave for a long time. Why not look for a husband while you're at it?
Wow, they just gave her time off and said go get married.
The assembly of Shido's case is in danger?
We know he doesn't need a psychiatric evaluation.
His lackeys must have pressured the others around him. It means there's far more people who'd be in trouble if the truth came out than we imagined.
Isn't there anything we can do?
Sis said the assembly of a case may be possible if the general public wants Shido held accountable. But even that chance has been destroyed with the manipulation of the mass media. They made it clear that the argument itself was a cult, even claiming that it never happened.
As a result, the Phantom Thieves are still labeled as criminals, even after all that's happened.
It's a storm of criticisms online too. People are saying to catch the remnants and execute them.
This is crazy.
At any rate, let's wait for my sister. She should be arriving here soon.
Everyone's being tricked so easily. Why the hell did we risk our lives then?
If Shido isn't judged by the law, everything we've done will be treated as if it never happened.
Moving the entire country however they wish by controlling people's cognition? This is no different than being inside a palace.
You know,
sorry.
I was
I gather
thinking
the
about
best
this
of the
the other
best have
day.
Fought for a case. But as Makoto
Hang
must
on.
have told you,
Okay.
it was denied.
So all
At
of
this
the
rate, it won't end with just Shido's
images we're
innocence.
seeing,
This trend will
basically of
continue
older white
spiraling
people
down.
waving guns
There's
at
even the
people
possibility that
in
crimes
public.
using the metaverse will advance onto a national scale.
I seem to remember in middle school,
But that's not what I'm
I
here to
took
tell
a
We're in
course
danger
on,
because
it
we
was
know
taught
the
by a
truth.
police
It's
officer.
only a
I don't
matter of
remember
time
the name of the
before we're
course.
apprehended. It wouldn't be odd if
But
we were to charge in
we
now.
learned some of the basics
Makes no
about
effing sense.
laws.
Sis!
There's nothing more I can do with my
And-
resources. That's why I want to ask for your help.
I remember
wonder if there's
learning
any
there
way
was
we
a
could do
poster
something
in the
one
police
last time.
officer's classroom.
I know that I'm in no
It said
position to ask
1020
this of
life.
you.
And it
That doesn't
basically
matter to
said
us.
if you
So what are
pull
we
a
gonna do?
gun
Should we change the hearts
on
of all Shido's
somebody,
followers?
you
Even if
automatically
Futaba
get
were to
10
research all of
years.
them,
If you fire it,
There's too little information.
it's 20 years.
We can only target individuals.
And if you
Are we
kill
no match
somebody
against the
or
national
injure someone with the gun, it's a life sentence. It doesn't seem like we're even
Mementos.
enforcing that anymore.
If we use mementos, we might be able to do something.
Angry conservative white
There's something we
people
can do there?
are getting on the
Like I
news
told you before,
every day pointing
Mementos
guns
is
at
the palace
people
of the general public. It's
and
the source of all
honestly
distortions.
displaying
And it's maintained by the
pure
people's
hate
collective unconsciousness.
and rage
Wait,
towards other
do you mean
living
that there's a
people
treasure even in mementos?
over an
And
ideological
after that,
difference.
The collapse of mementos should affect the public as a whole. The state of society would change too. If everyone's hearts grow to hold Shido responsible for his
We
actions,
shouldn't do that.
things might start going our way.
That's a bold plan, but an interesting one.
Maybe other people being alive isn't so important
If we're
to
gonna
them.
do this, there's one thing you all need to realize. To begin with, why does something like the human cognition exist as another substantial world? The reason for that is most likely sleeping within mementos. We'll be destroying that, you know.
I don't see where you're going with this.
The human cognition will lose substance, so you can't sneak into people's palaces anymore. So if other criminals appear, you won't be able to steal their treasure and change their hearts. It means the Phantom Thieves will be going out of business.
We'll have to discard this way of life.
I think we need to do this.
That's
I mean,
because
we're the
Americans
group
can't
who's reforming
handle other
society,
people
right?
disagreeing with them, Blade.
What do you think?
This channel is a
As our
safe
leader,
place,
you lose
as
your
far as
powers
I'm
if Mementos
concerned.
is erased.
If you
You
have
still
your
do.
head up your own butt, you'll just get blocked.
I see. All right. It seems there are no objections.
Did you come up with a plan?
Whether it succeeds or not is another story, though.
Sheriff, that's right. Yeah.
Prosecutor?
That's how
So this is
pathetic
gonna be our last
most of the
job.
people in this country are.
Last job.
There's no humility.
Once we accomplish our duty, we entrust the world to respectful adults. That is our condition for accepting this job.
This is a deal, then. That's certainly a heavy condition. But very well, I accept. I swear to make Masayoshi Shido stand and be tried in the court of law. Besides, my pride won't allow me to be continually saved by you all without doing anything in return.
We'll be counting on you.
Looks like it's decided then.
You're the leader, and this is officially our last mission. Come on, say something.
We already said that before, though. That's fine. We're doing it for real this time, after all.
We don't have much time, right? We should carry this out tomorrow. I'm counting on you guys. No matter what happens, you better see it through. Well then.
I'll just add this.
It's that extreme attitude that is the problem. That when you have a nuanced problem, you need a nuanced solution. And most people are not very good at playing chess. They think everything is a game of checkers. Actually, checkers has more strategy than most people are capable of. So. We're in a bad spot. But I'm going to rewind the clock, and I'm going to create a mental health moment. All right. All right, we're getting the timer in place. We're doing a mental health moment, everyone. Thanks for coming to my channel. It's Dr. Kaufman if you know me from a classroom, but Dr. Gameology if you're having fun watching me play Persona 5 Royal today. This mental health moment comes directly from the amazing people who hung out with me this morning playing the game. We were talking about the way that we actually use therapy to get outside of the therapy room and make a change happen in our life. And now this strategy is not something that you have to use just if you have your own counselor. So if you're watching this video, this is really a strategy for getting things done and helping yourself right on the next page in the book of your life. A lot of people get stuck and there's this thing that they just tell themselves, I'm not doing this or I can't do it. And if you have enough time to worry about how you're not doing something, then the goal now is to find a part in your day where you can just work on it for 5 minutes. So if you're worrying about something, you can drop what you're doing and go do it for 5 minutes. Even turning on a timer on your phone can be a really good idea, because what will happen is you're giving yourself momentum for that change to happen. So you could worry about, oh, I have this homework assignment. Well, go to your computer and work on it for 5 minutes. That'll get the creative processes going, and you'll start to at least have a roadmap for how to make the thing happen in your life, completing the homework assignment. I'm not reading a book that I want to read. Well, okay, stop what you're doing. Go pick up the book. Like right here, The Power of Myth. I've been reading 30 or 50 pages every morning because I have it on my nightstand, and when my alarm goes off, I take it with me to go downstairs, make my cup of coffee, and now I have the book in my hand. So I'll read for 5 minutes. So 5 minutes, I could read 5 or 6 pages, but like I said, you just keep going and you keep going. So the 5-minute rule is really designed to help you get something into your life that you're missing. I'm not exercising. Well, put on your shoes, put on some nice breathable shorts, get outside your house, run for 5 minutes, just go around your block. You don't have to miss out on doing things just because you don't have an hour to dedicate to it. But what will happen if you do it for 5 minutes, you'll also see how easy it is to add something into your life. So sometimes our anxiety tells us we can't do things and that it doesn't fit into our life, and that's just not the case. We need a different way of thinking to jumpstart the positivity and the proactive nature of trying to be the best version of ourselves possible. So this comes from a handout that I give to my clients called Magic Numbers for Life. And the number 5 is just one of those numbers. And hopefully in future mental health moments, I'll share the other numbers with you. But the idea is just have a rule built around a number. It's easy to do something for 5 minutes, and you would never want something that you can put some effort into to get in your way and torment you throughout an entire day, week, month, or a bigger period of time in your life. So it's not really about trying something for 5 minutes. In the words of Yoda, we either do or we do not. There is no try. That was the mental health moment for today. Thank you for watching. I'm really excited that Persona 5 Royal and the amazing people in my chat were able to make me think about this. And I hope to see all of you soon. So as you go through your day, something's on your mind, put 5 minutes into it. See if you feel better instead of punishing yourself for not doing it at all. And if you can do that, I'm sure that as you continue the journey, you'll see some good things start to happen that weren't there before. Thanks, everyone. Okay. Yeah, so that was a conversation from earlier. Blay was talking about something his counselor said about, like, you're just gonna have to do this, otherwise you're gonna keep coming to this room forever. And Although that mental health moment is going in a different direction from that exact comment, that's what my mind really gravitated towards. So something bite-sized that starts to build on that overall strategy is, you know, you can always put 5 minutes into something. And you'll often still be sitting there in 20 or 40. You know, we can't do an hour, but sometimes we'll still be there an hour later, right? We do it with video games all the time. I'll just do one match, and it's 9 p.m. And then it's 3 a.m. So, oh, thanks. Thank you so much, Thomas. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, so we do it with video games, but we don't do it with household tasks. We don't do it with our self-betterment. We don't do it with our overall journey. So, yeah, one bite at a time. That's the simple answer, right? You eat an elephant one bite at a time. Okay, everyone, it is time for me to switch gears and start working on the Sensei role that I have, the Sensei Arcana. So, I must go, but this has been an awesome stream, and we're getting places in the story. Shido admitted his guilt. Society doesn't care. He's still the Prime Minister. And now we have to go into the depths of the self and the collective conscious and defeat the source of this hubris. So, continue the journey, everyone. I am on Twitch right now looking for a raid. So if you guys want to hang around and see what I find, I will be sending you somewhere today. We're gonna check out the Cyber Teddy. She has 24 viewers right now. I don't know her, but let's see what happens.